Hello everyone, this is Catherine from the blog lalalandmommy.com, and I know it's been a minute, but I'm here to share with you a great book that I read, because if you've been on my blog, you know that I love to read. And I have like a confession to make, because I'm kind of anti self-help books, and I guess it's because I just never thought that you could get any real help from a book. I mean, I've read books and I thought that they connected with me, but I'll read things like romance novels, and I'll read poems, I'll read history books, but I've always kind of avoided self-help books. Well, just to let you know, that has changed, because I'm from Atlanta. I was asked to review this book called, I'm going to turn the camera around so you get it. The name of the book is Positive Thinking Will Never Change Your Life, but This Book Will. And the title kind of threw me off. Because it threw me off because you're always told to think positive, and that positive thoughts will help you get to where you need to go. But what most people don't think about when you think about positive thinking is that it takes more than positive thinking to get to whatever your goals are. So I was looking at this book and I was like, how can you say positive thinking isn't going to change your life? Because I've known people to think positive and they have succeeded. But this book, the title will throw you off, because the book is actually telling you that you can think positive, but you need to put some action with your positive thoughts. So when I read the book, it is by David Essel. The book is by David Essel, and he just talks about the steps that he made in his life. He also shares stories of friends and celebrities, and those people talk about what they did to change their lives. So, and then he gives you action steps that you can take. And he says in those stories, he just talks about how David is a life coach. He's a teacher. He did gym. He had a radio show, and he talks about his own experience. Because what you don't know unless you're a follower of David is he had a drug addiction. He said he drank alcohol. He's very honest within the book. He doesn't just speak as a life coach. He shares personal stories. He gets his friends to share personal stories. And no, I do not sell drugs. And he talks about what people need to do to change their life, because basically he lived it. And because he lived it, I feel like he can give you advice. So he just tells you, the book is basically encouraging you to take action and stop thinking that all you have to do is think positive and everything in your life is going to change. A vision board is not going to change your life. You have to combine action. You have to combine emotionally. And one thing that really connected with me about this book is he even talks about the subconscious. Like, you can get up and say, I'm going to start, you can get up and say that I'm going to start working out. But if you're not feeling it, or subconsciously you are not, thank you. If you're not feeling it, you're subconsciously thinking that, if you're thinking negatively, basically, if you're thinking negatively, like, oh, I'm going to work out, but I don't think this is going to be enough, of course, you're not going to lose the weight that you want to lose. And I kind of felt like throughout reading this book, I kind of felt like that he was talking to me in certain instances where he talks about one thing he talks about is being codependent, and codependent doesn't mean that I learned there's different levels of codependency. Hello. I mean, codependent doesn't mean you want somebody to take care of you. Like, I have a confession, I'm a people pleaser. And I like to make people happy, but sometimes I do it at my own expense. So I'm learning that I do not have to give up me to be who I want to be. And so this book will help you kind of figure things out. And he basically has some really successful people that share their stories. One of the parents of a Sandy Hook victim, she talked about how she got beyond her grief. There's a story from Susie Orman. There's a story by some very notable people. And in each section of the book, after each chapter, he leaves you with some there's a question section, so you can talk about what you learned from the book, what action steps you're going to take, what you think the chapter is about, and just really some really great topics that he covers. The book isn't talking about how he wants people to stop thinking positively. You can think positively, but you have to take action and talk about and do the things. You have to help yourself. So you have to go beyond a positive thought. You cannot just say, I want to be a millionaire, and wake up the next day and be a millionaire. You have to help yourself get to where you want to be. So the thing you have to do is, okay, I want to be a millionaire. Now how am I going to get there? I want to pay my bills off. How am I going to get there? You can't just say, I want my bills to be paid, or I'm going to pay my bills, and the next day it happens. You have to put in the work to get where you want to be. So I thought that this book was really good because it had me thinking about some things that I normally wouldn't even think about. I had to come to terms with some of the things that I was reading about. Yes, I keep saying, like, for instance, I keep saying I want to lose weight. But the thing is, I never stuck to a workout regimen. I'm just very good because I'm not very. I suck at committing to myself. I can commit to other people, but I cannot commit to myself. I can take care of everybody else, but I suck at taking care of me. So, because I suck at it, it kind of trickles into other parts of my life. Because I'm pretty sure everybody has heard the saying that if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. And I'm coming to realize that that's really true. So, like, I can encourage my children to do the best that they can in school, but they need a good example of that. They need to see me doing the exact same thing. So whatever I'm saying I want to do, they need to see me do it so that I can be a good example for them. I mean, they can learn from my mistakes and stuff like that, but they won't know how to do what I'm asking them to do if I don't show it. And we're not talking about don't drink, don't be on drugs, and nothing like that. Yeah, actually, that can be applied to that too. But I've never done those things, but they can still grow up to decide they want to do that stuff. But I'm saying that if I want them to change something about them, they need to kind of see me change things about myself. So if I keep, if I keep telling them I want to do this and I want to do that, I want to write a book, I want to make money, I want to find a job, I can say I want a lot of things, but if I'm not doing anything to get those things, I can't expect to get them. And this book kind of helped me realize that I have some things I really need to work on. Because in order to better myself, I have to make sure that I'm taking action. So, so when you look at the title of this book, if you don't give it a chance because you're looking positive thinking will never change your life, you're never gonna see what he's saying. So the title threw me off. The title of the book, Positive Thinking Will Never Change Your Life, but this book will. I almost didn't even read it because I was offended. I'm like, but I spent my life being told that I had to be positive. I spent my life thinking that positive thinking was going to get me far. But as I said before, you have to combine what those two things. You have to be positive and you have to work for it. I remember a couple of months ago, I wrote on my Facebook page that you can pray to God all you want, but if He doesn't see you doing the work, you may not get whatever it is you're asking for. And I had someone say, well, prayer is strong. Yes, prayer is strong. But if you're saying, I want to get married, but you're sitting on your couch every night, how are you going to find the perfect guy? He's not on TV. He's not in your bedroom. He's definitely not in the robe that you're walking around in. You have to put in effort to get those things. And I think you'd be blessed more if you were actively doing something to help you get those things. And this book just had me just thinking of things I'm going to do to change the stuff that I need to change. Like one of the things I'm working on is standing up for myself. I really suck at it. People have basically said some really hurtful and nasty things to me, and I've actually let it slide because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I was more worried about that person than I was myself. And when they said or did whatever they said they did to hurt me, they didn't care about me, but I was worried about offending somebody. And he actually covers that in this book. One story, he was saying that this girl was told she was that she was really bad at math. So when she grew up, she became a model, and her mom, who was the one telling her she was really bad at math, was the one controlling her money. She was her daughter's accountant. And he was saying that because she thought she couldn't do it, the girl allowed her mom to basically control that part of her life. But the girl was an awful spender. And I'm like, that makes no sense. But in the back of her mind, even though she was an adult, she still could hear the things that her mom said to her about how she really sucked at math. And it made me realize I don't think I'm really negative to my kids, but at the same time, it made me kind of rethink some things I say to my kids. Because there have been times that they've said, hey, Mommy, I want to try this. And I'm like, oh, you know you're not. My daughter told me about last school year, that she wanted to run out for track. And I said, you're not a runner. So she never tried out for track. And I kind of, now that I think about it, I actually feel bad because I didn't really give her a chance to try. So, like, I was just really horrible at that time. Would I say that to her today? No, I would not. I would actually let her try it and see if it worked for her before I put her down. And I even tried to tell her the work that she had to do. Yeah, I totally understand. But if you want a boost or whatever, or you just something to think about, because I don't read self-help books. I just read this book because I was asked to review it. And at the time, I didn't think I needed to read this book. But now that I finished the book, I feel like I actually needed it. For anybody just joining us, I'm reviewing the book Positive Thinking Will Never Change Your Life, but this book will, by David Essel. And it just talks about how you need to do more than positive thinking. You need to think more. The book is about how you need to do more than just think positive. You need to do the action steps. You need to take action. So if you want a job, if you want more money, if you want to find the girl of your life, if you want to get married, if you want to lose weight, you cannot just think positive about it. You have to take action. You have to combine the two. The author is not saying do not think positive. He just wants you to realize, I'm nervous. I get really, really nervous. Which is why I'm doing video. I'm trying to get better at that. So he's basically saying that you need to combine the two so you can think positive and take action. So I just wanted to say I just learned a lot about myself from reading this book, because I didn't think I needed it. I really didn't think I needed to read a book. I just don't like to see myself on video. So this is kind of me forcing myself out of my comfort zone. That's something else that he talked about. In the book, he says that sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. And I don't do that very often. Because if you don't step out of your comfort zone and you just do what you like, then you're really not. Yes, I'm married. Been married 17 years. If you don't step out of your comfort zone, sometimes nothing will change. And I'm a person who likes my little box. I don't like to do the unknown. The unknown for me is scary. So I'm doing this video, but I don't know what people think. It may not look like it, but in my head I'm like, do people even care about what I'm talking about? Are people going to read this book? Are people going to watch my Periscope? I'm just a person who always thinks of what ifs. And I am trying my best to change that about myself, because if I keep thinking about what people think of me, I am never going to get further than I am right now. So I hate seeing myself on video, but I felt like the best way to start changing some of the things about myself the best way to change some of the things about myself is I have to push myself out of my comfort zone. So that is what I'm doing. So I hope that if you pick up this book, you don't let the title scare you. You actually open the book and see what the author David Essel is talking about. He'll give you some tips on how you can move forward. He'll give you some things to think about. He'll give you some tips. You might feel like you're getting help right then and there. You can read. Oh, no. I'm not feeling sorry about myself. I'm just saying that that's what I'm talking about. So this book is talking about me. That's what's making me stop feeling sorry about myself and encourage myself to get out of my comfort zone. So yeah, That's why I was getting personal. This is what I'm learning from this book. So no, definitely not feeling sorry for myself. It's just a step into me changing who I am. So don't think that. Nope. I do not feel. I just got what I needed from a book that I read. So I definitely do not feel sorry for me. This book is actually making me take the steps that I need to get out of my comfort zone. So trust me. This book, if it makes me step out of my comfort zone, it'll make somebody else step out of theirs. Yeah, but yeah, I'm here for the book. So yeah, I'm working on it. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell y'all about a really great book. Hopefully you'll go pick it up. It'll make you think about some things, make you change some things. You may not think you need to change anything at all. Thank you for joining. Bye. One other thing. If you want to see any more of my book reviews, just head to my blog, lalalandmommy.com. I review other books. I love to read. I'm a lifestyle blogger, so I talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. I got product reviews. You can see some of the hiking my family and I've done. Just a whole bunch of other stuff. So have a great day. Bye.